What's up, two-timers? Back again for another video. It is Wednesday, the favorite day of the week for me, because I get to see every one of your smiling faces. Not really, but it is my favorite day because I get to talk to you guys. So today's video is going to be about a show that I am really into right now on Netflix. You know, Netflix consistently drops that heat, and they have done it again, like they always do. So stay tuned so I could tell you about this show.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So the show is called Lost in Space, but before I get into that, I gotta let you know that I have officially started a Patreon page. All my friends have told me I need to do it, so I finally jumped in and I did it. A Patreon page, for the people who don't know, Patreon is a way for you to support your favorite creators without YouTube taking a big cut of your support. You go to the Patreon link, which will be below in this video. You go check out their page. You subscribe monthly, $1, $2, whatever you want to give them monthly. Basically help them keep creating because you're paying them. So not only do you do that, I've set up a couple of reward tiers so you will get things back if you subscribe to my Patreon, including, you know, behind the scenes footage, tech tips, things about photography, talking to me about whatever the hell you want to talk about one-on-one, just depending on which tier you subscribe to. So definitely go ahead and check out the Patreon. It is way cheaper than buying my merch. I know my merch is expensive for a couple of people, and they want to support, but they can't because the merch is too expensive. Well, this is a cheaper way to do that. So go ahead and check out my Patreon. The page will be below. And I mean, even if you're not thinking about supporting it, just go check it out. You might see something you like. So if you are living on a rock or something, there is definitely a show on Netflix that you need to see. The show's name is Lost in Space. Now, if you grew up in the 90s, I think there was even one made in the 80s. If you grew up, you know, in the past 30 years, there was a movie called Lost in Space that was probably based on a book or a TV show before that, but I was too young at that time for that one. But there was a movie called Lost in Space. It featured a famous line of a robot saying, "Danger, Will Robinson." If you're a 90s kid, you've probably heard that before. But it was a great movie. It was a movie about a family that goes into space for God knows what reason, to find a new world maybe, and they end up lost in a whole different galaxy, something like that, different time. It's some weird, you know, Doctor Who type of stuff, but it's good. Netflix has made a reboot of the movie. It's pretty much great. I binge watched all 10 episodes in 2 days. That is telling me that I really liked it because I wasted my whole weekend watching this show and I enjoyed every second of it. So, like I said, the premise of the show is a family goes into space to find a new planet because Earth is having some problems. Most likely Earth is dying because there's too many people there. So they volunteer to go onto a mission in space, kind of find a new world. Something happens to their space station and they have to emergency eject onto another planet, and they get stuck on that planet for, you know, I'm not gonna ruin it, but they get stuck on the planet and they get lost in space. Damn, that was very easy to explain because the name of the show is what actually happens in the show. Wow. I never thought, that's never crossed my mind. That's never crossed my mind that the name of the show is what the show's about. Wow. Anyways, this is a short video. I will probably be making another video this week, but I just had to tell you guys about this Lost in Space show because it is the best show on Netflix at the moment. I mean, until they release another Alter Echo or another Marvel show or something like that, this is what you need to be watching. If you disagree, if you know of a different show that we need to be watching, leave it in the comments and let me know. if you've watched Lost in Space. If you loved it or you hated it, leave it in the comments. Let me know. I would love to argue with you. No, I'm not gonna argue with you, but it's a bomb show, so don't say nothing crazy, okay? You might get offended. Anyways, I'm currently at work, as you can see from my background. I am about to leave. My day is over. Just had to tell you guys about this. Make sure you go check out my Patreon page. Make sure you go check out the merch page if you're looking to buy some merch, because it's always there. It's kind of expensive, so if you don't really have that much money, Patreon is also a way to go. Donate $2 a month. I mean, you can find $2 in your couch every week if you wanted to. It's not that much, it's not that hard. Support your favorite creators. Hopefully I'm one of them. I love each and every one of you. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and check out Patreon. Love you guys. I will catch you probably later this week with another video. Peace.